Let's go!
Hi, welcome to a part of my Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have three now. You are on the couch with me, Rosie, and Coco. You would be amazed at how every week these two get excited whenever I put on my stuff, and they just know that today is filming day. And as soon as I put on my stuff, they are at the door ready to come down here and film. They actually will run me out of the way to get down here. I've never seen a set of dogs that act like this my whole life. And it's funny because every time, like if I have to set things up or try to do lighting or anything like that, they get confused and will run anybody else out of the way as well because they think that it's time to shoot for the show. It's very odd, but if they enjoy doing it, then that's just great. So, and they will just come and run and sit on the couch and then just do their thing. So, but anyways, I thought that today we would just have a light topic. We've got our other edition for our kitchen edition later on, and that's going to be a very interesting and fun topic as well. But I had somebody ask me why Frenchies, and they had asked if I had always had French bulldogs and so forth. And the answer is no. I had not always had French bulldogs. I had grown up with boxers. One of my first dogs, she was kind of a mixed breed mutt. Her name was Niffer, kind of like Jennifer. And great dog, great dog, little mixed dog. I'll post a picture of her at the end of the video. But I remember my father, when I was a little girl, had brought our first boxer into the house. His name was Buck. I will actually post a picture of him as well. And I just remember my dad really enjoyed the breed, and just what a fun family breed. They were just a breed that just goofy and great with kids. I don't know. They're just fun, goofy and fun, and have their own little personalities. So, I had grown up with it. I still till this day remember when they brought his name was Buck, when they brought him home as a puppy. I still remember that he was a little boy dog, and I remember, growing up with him, he was just such a fun dog. And so then I remember, as he had gotten older and so forth, he actually had heart problems, kind of like two of my other boxers did as well. So I do recall when he would get excited and, pass out and all that stuff. So I remember that growing up, but what a great dog growing up. What a great family dog. Just, again, such a personality. So my first Mother's Day, when I was pregnant with my daughter, my very first Mother's Day, my gift for Mother's Day was a white boxer puppy. And her name was Daisy. And that was my first dog as an adult. So I was so excited, and same thing. She had, a great personality and all that good stuff. So, we got her, and then a few years later after that, I had another circumstance where Sammy had come into our life. He was another boxer, and that was just a very interesting situation. That's a story for another day. But another boxer, and so I had two goofballs in my house, And again, just always liked the breed. And then after I lost Sammy is when I got Harley, another boxer. And, after I lost, Sammy, Daisy, and Harley, Harley was my last one. And, I got in Lola. Lola's a boxer as well. So I've always had all these boxers in my life. And so anyways, after I lost Harley, Brady's my son, my youngest. He was very close with Harley. And when he wanted, another dog, because at that time we were down to, boy, these two are just a mess today. At this time we were down to just Lola at the time. He was looking for, another companion, and there was no way I could do another boxer. My heart was, oh, Cokie. My heart was pretty much broken, and I mean, it was, I wasn't going to do that again. There's no way I could travel down that road again. And on top of the fact of, boxers are big dogs, and I have back issues, so I can't lift a big dog any longer. And, when they do get older and having to lift them, in their old age and all that good stuff, I have to be able to lift them in and out of cars, and that's just not fair to the dog. So I need something that, I can handle. So when Brady was, wanting another dog, I was doing some research, and initially, I had looked at English bulldogs because I had always liked that breed growing up, and somebody had recommended, English bulldogs are good dogs, but they're kind of slower, and if you have an active, child, did you ever think of the French bulldog? Well, I hadn't, because I didn't know much about them. So, anyways, we started looking around, and sure enough, we came upon Rosie. Well, Rosie was very interesting, to say the least. Rosie, in my opinion, has two personalities. Rosie's very sweet, but Rosie's very tough. Rosie sometimes, I think, is part of the dog mafia. And what I mean by that is she thinks that she's 100-pound dog. And I think that she thinks that she can take on any dog in the world. My daughter's dog, Noir, which she's been in many videos, as you've seen, she's a pity. And so she's the sweetest dog in the world, wouldn't hurt a fly. But Rosie has no problems sticking her whole head in that dog's mouth. When they play and they love each other, Rosie has no problem sticking her whole little walnut head in that dog's mouth. And Noir, I mean, if Noir really wanted to or was having a bad day, she could clamp down and take this whole dog's head off. Now, would she? No. Because, again, they love each other to death. But, again, I secretly think that Rosie is part of the dog mafia. Because she's a bully. This dog is a bully. I've been in situations where we were at a 4-H event once, and we were doing rounds where we were on leashes, and this dog got out of her collar, and she ran after a German Shepherd. This dog ran after a German Shepherd, not to bite the dog, but basically to push it around. And all I thought to myself was, that dog could kill you. And you are sitting there taking on a German Shepherd. So I don't know what in the world. Oh, Coco and her toenails. I don't know if this dog is the only dog on the planet to bite her toenails or what. But anyway, so I secretly think that Rosie, she does. She's probably one of the only dogs that I've ever known that if somebody did break in at night, she would probably go and bite their ankles off because she does not know her limits. She again, sweetest dog in the world, wouldn't hurt a fly unless you were probably trying to harm us. Um, she pushes her way through a crowd like Moses parting the Red Sea. She's very, the attention has to be on her. She has to be center stage. But I think of her like a mafia boss. Even with, again, Noir is like her best friend, and it's like that's like her goon. She needs backup. She's got her big friend to do the dirty work for her. So I always say, she she just reminds me of like if she was just this, like she makes these calls at night to her little hitmen and to do her dirty work, because she's got this sweet side, but then she's got this keeps everybody in line and um, just she makes everybody known that she's in charge, and everybody knows her presence, that she's there. So I don't know. When I first met Rosie, there was something about her. Again, she was sweet, but then she had this, like, she was just this tough little girl. Came into a room and everybody, knew that she was something. And it was funny. I was talking to somebody else, and the lady said, "Well, French bulldogs are kind of like little mini boxers." And the more I looked at it, I was like, yeah, they kind of are. They kind of are. But she does. She has her own little personality. And again, she demands attention. If there's any time that Coco's being bad now. She's eating the new steps that I put in here. She can't hear Coco's. Well, Coco's deaf. So Coco can't hear me, but she knows when she's doing something not right. So, even though she's got a strawberry on her collar, she's still doing the wrong thing. You're doing the wrong thing, Coco. Even though she's a good girl. But yeah, we'll have a surprise for Coco later on. She just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, there'll be a surprise for Coco later on. Yes. So, but anyways, so that's how the French Bulldog and everything came along. I don't know. It was something it was something different. And again, it's something that I can, carry, and something with a lot of personality that just, they light up a little room, and they let you know that they're there. And again, yeah, that's right, Coco, isn't it? And Coco's the same way. Coco's got a total different demeanor than Rosie does. Even though she likes to sit on her. Coco's got a totally different demeanor than Rosie does. She just kind of goes with the flow, and even though she's going to sit on her right now, but yeah, Rosie's definitely she rules the roost of the house. She's the attention getter, but like I said, I think sometimes that she runs a dog mafia. If there was a dog mafia, I think she's part of it, and she will take over one day. So I highly recommend nope, hang on. We almost had an emergency there. We got hooked in our collar. That would have been bad. But that's okay. We fixed it real quick. But anyway, so that's how Miss Rosie came, and that's how our French Bulldogs came into our lives. Great breed, and something fun, and something with a lot of personality. Came into a house with a lot of personality. So, and we're glad to share it with you, and we're glad to share our stories with you. So look forward to the kitchen edition. That is going to be coming up. And Coco is now chewing on something else over in my corner. I don't know why. She should not be doing that. So she's going to get in trouble here in a minute. But until next week, if you don't have a friend, you have 3 now. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Let's go!